There we go. Hello, everybody. I'm here. Welcome back, loves. Welcome to She Reads Tarot. For those of you who are new, this is a channel where I read for all 12 signs every single month. I am going to do my diligence and get all of the sign readings out this first week of the month. And then going into the following weeks, we are going to have a various other readings where I do different spreads, different topics, okay, that we'll read on. You guys will do some general readings, some readings just specifically for the collective. I will also be going live, and we're trying to reach our goal of 100 subscribers. So please, if you have not already, please help us reach our goal. Hit that subscribe button, and also please hit the like button. It helps others to be notified, and it helps this channel to be also pushed out there in the YouTube streets. And that's what we want. Okay. We want others to know about us over here. Okay. Because we're just a small fish in a great big ocean, and I am trying to market my channel and doing better about that. So I am really asking you guys, if you could please do me a favor and hit those like buttons. It really helps, and I really appreciate it so much. And if you could also share the video, everything that you do helps. Okay, so like, share, and if you could drop a yellow heart in the comment section, that will enter you into a drawing to win a free reading with me, a 3-question reading. And I will be doing those announcements every single month, but we need to get to our 100 subscriber goal. So please subscribe to the channel, put a yellow heart in the comment section. Every time you see me upload a video, you can put a yellow heart in the comments, and I will continue to enter your name in the drawing. Okay. Unlimited entries is unlimited chances to win. Okay. Check out my other 2 channels, Queen Cancer Tarot. I'm sorry, guys. Let me turn this off. Queen Cancer Tarot channel, and also and Tarot Talk Live, you guys. So I read for primarily, Queen Cancer Tarot is primarily Cancerian only. And cross watchers, and Tarot Talk Live is for all viewers. I read for true crime. I read conspiracy theory, tarot. I'm sorry, you guys. Distractions. I don't know what's going on. It's like I'm trying to get something out, and I keep being distracted. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out into the reading here, because that's crazy. All right, so what was I saying? True crime, conspiracy theory, tarot, other subjects, and that is also an interactive channel. So I do take you guys' questions as well. So that is something to take into consideration. Also, you guys, I am going to be announcing monthly winners on Queen Cancer Tarot. So if you are subscribed, I did take a month off because I had hand surgery. But I am going to be going to have my sutures removed on tomorrow. So as of next week, I will be open for booking readings. So if you want to book early, you can do that and get in line. All right. So first come, first serve, you guys. And once I am all booked, I will be closing my book. So you'll know when you go to the website, but the link for the website is below, guys. Please go and check it out. Okay. I have membership options available over on Queen Cancer Tarot. Some of them, or one of them, applies to all 3 of the channels. So please go and check it out. And I think that's it for now. All right, so let's just get started. We're going to do a reading, you versus them. Okay, Aries. So we're going to look at your energy. We're going to look at your person's energy. So starting with you, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to deal out all the cards, and we'll look at the oracle messages first, but I just want to deal out all the cards. We're going to do past, present, future energy. All right. Past, present, and future energy. And this is for Aries and Aries person. Take each side however it resonates. This could be your energy, it could be your person, but for the purposes of this reading, this is your energy first, okay? And then your person's energy. And we're looking at past, current, future energy. I don't know why I had my finger there the whole time, so we'll take that. Past, current, and future. All right. So what is the overarching energy right now between you and your person? So we have the High Priestess. Okay. High Priestess. This is all about your intuition. This can also reference spirituality. This can represent divine communication or communication from spirit or with spirit about your person, or you and your person may even have some sort of intuitive communication between the two of you. All right. But the High Priestess definitely is an energy of something that is not physically seen or spoken, I would say. All right. And behind the High Priestess, we have the Ace of Wands. So this could be a couple of things, because the Ace of Wands in a love connection can refer to someone in a passionate, connection, right? Or someone who's very excited to be in a connection with someone, but it can also represent a one-night stand, okay? It can represent someone who cheated, and then, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's some sort of passion behind the scenes, okay? This is unspoken, and I feel that there is some sort of intuitive energy that something is going on behind the scenes that you are not aware of. So let's look at your energy first. Oh, I said I was going to look at the tarot messages, didn't I? Let's do that. Let's do that. I don't know why my phone is going off the hook, but all right, let's see here. Tell me about Aries, please. Aries and Aries person. Tell me about Aries and Aries person. Let's see overall energy. Yep. Duality is the first card out, and we have surprise here. Okay. It says, don't lose your vigilance and be ready for change or some sort of surprise. Uh-oh, we got closed doors coming out here. Under the deck here, we have endings. Do you see that? There's going to be some sort of ending, bright ideas behind the scenes. This is also an energy of you finding out something, okay, or getting some information that you otherwise didn't know about, or this could be something that just popped up. It's like all of a sudden you got this idea in your head, or this information came in your head. You don't know where it came from. So it's almost like your intuition is coming into play. And there is going to be, this is going to lead to an ending of some sort. Okay. This duality, this is you and some other person, okay, at odds. This could also be an energy of two. So your person could have some sort of dual connection going on or multiple connections taking place with other people. And we have a surprise here. So this is something that you don't currently know about, but you're going to find out about. Or when you find out about this, it's going to be new information, right? It's going to be like news to you. We have closed doors. So there's something that's happening behind the scenes. It says start all over again. So there's going to be an energy of closing a door and opening another door. Okay. Or someone did something behind closed doors, right? So let's see where you are in the past energy for you. Look at this same card that we got for Cancer the other night. Leading out the deck was the Eight of Cups. This is you walking away, Aries. This is you making a solid decision to turn your back on something. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles. Once again, this is another card that reflects alienating, abandoning, walking away from a situation. And this is devastating or has devastated you in many ways, whether it be financially, energetically, okay? But this is you making a decision that this is not good for you. Also, that can reflect the energy of being very insecure, and you're at the point where you can't take any more insecurity, right? And so you're walking away from that. Let's look at your person's energy in the past before we move on to the current. So we have the Six of Pentacles here. This is an energy of give and take, but this is very one-sided energy. So this is like one person doing all the giving and the connection and someone doing all of the taking. And seeing where you're sitting, being depleted of pentacles on this side, I'm getting an energy that this person was the one doing all of the taking. But let's just see here. Well, we have the Nine of Wands. So this is someone who's very persistent. This is someone who is, basically, it's like I'm almost getting an energy of someone who's getting all that they can get. It's also an energy of someone who is, it's funny because it looks like this person is hiding. It's like they're hunched down and they're hiding. They've been hurt, right? They've been hurt, but they're not giving up. They're hunkering down. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting an energy of someone who's hunkering down in a situation. They're abundant here, right? Because I'm seeing this as pineapples for me. Okay. And they're flaming pineapples, okay? But they're pineapples. Yeah, this is someone who's not giving up. It's like they want more, and it's like they want to take and take and take, and they're not giving up. This is someone who is used to always being on the receiving end. Okay. This is someone who's used to being on the receiving end all of the time. But they're giving, it's almost like their taking days are almost up, and it's like they know it, but they don't want to let go of the position that they have. This person knows that they have it good. They have it very, very good. This is somebody who takes and they don't have any intention on giving back. Let's look at your energy in the current position here. Hold on for just a second. Let me check my oven. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, we're going to look at the current energy here. Um, Again, another thing I'm getting with that Nine of Wands is someone who's not giving up, right? Not giving up, holding on to something and not letting go. With that Six of Pentacles, however, you're doing an awful lot of taking, right? So, again, very one sided energy. And this has been a problem with duality here. All right. With the surprise, though, there's something that's going to take place that you're not expecting. It's saying be ready for change. So something is going to happen that's going to change things. And I feel like with closed doors, you're walking away from this person. With endings here, yeah, bright ideas. This is a sudden ending once again. A sudden ending, surprise, closed doors, and bright ideas and endings. Sudden ending. All right, so let's see. Wheel of Fortune. Here it is. This is all about sudden change, closing cycles, things shifting. Okay, things shifting. And you see how her eyes are covered here. Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like the blindfold is about to be removed. Okay, this is an energy of you having this blindfold, but things are about to be uncovered here. Look, we have Temperance. This is balance, balancing the scales. All right. I feel like even though this is going to be something that happens all of a sudden, I feel like you're going to be very calm because you're expecting it. That Temperance reflects an energy of somebody who's not really surprised. Do you see what I mean? And I feel like even though this is shocking and it says be ready for change, you are ready for change. Why? Because you're expecting this. Why? Because your intuition. Okay. I told you that. Your intuition is already telling you that this is going to happen or that this person is capable of doing this. Do you see what I mean? It's not going to shock you when you find out. This Ace of Wands is not going to shock you. You're just waiting on that shoe to drop, is what it looks like. Let's look at your person's side here. So look, Six of Wands. They have a lot of sixes here, I'm noticing on your person's side. Okay. And that reflects the energy of starting over, right? That Six of Wands is all about winning. Okay. It's also a very public energy. So this person is about to go public, or something that they're doing is about to be seen by someone. And that may be what ends up happening. You may end up finding out by a third party, or someone else saw your person doing something, or you saw your person. Either way, you're not going to be shocked when it happens. And we have the Knight of Cups. So this is someone who's flirting. Okay. This is passive aggressive. This is non-committal as well. So this person's non-committal, flirting, being, you know what I'm saying, talking to other people or putting themselves out there in some way, or trying to talk to other people. Either way, this is about to be known. It's going to be seen. Someone else is going to see it. You're going to find out about it. Okay. And we're going to clarify. We're going to clarify this. Let's look at the future energy here. So look, the Hierophant, Cancer, Aries. Okay. Taurus energy. This is, like I said, you are awakening. You are finding out. You are getting information. Your third eye is opening. Do you see what I mean? You are communicating with the divine, and divine is opening information up to you. Because why? You walked away. The Eight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. You're done. You are done. And do you realize the Wheel of Fortune, the Temperance, and the Hierophant, all major arcana? You are going through a major shift. Your person, not so much here. Your person, not so much. They're being greedy. They're being unwilling to change. they're being messy, and they're all over the place. Do you see what I'm saying? Very interesting. And now you're awakened. Now you've been enlightened with the Hierophant. What else are you here? Let's look. So we have the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles. So this talks about an energy of being guarded. This can also represent, I think Five of Pentacles is more on an energy of being insecure. But this Four of Pentacles is all about holding whatever you have close to you. With the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles, this awakening is keeping you to yourself. It's making you get to a place where you're like, you know what, I can do bad all by myself, but I can do much better on my own here. And if I close this door. So I feel like you're making the decision because you've awakened to this person. You've seen them, you've waited to see them, and you've seen it. Your intuition told you to expect it and to get ready for it, and you did. You prepared yourself for this ending before it even came. So I can be talking to someone who was in a relationship. They had something in their intuition told them that this person was a player, and just kind of, don't get too attached because this person is going to switch up on you. And sure as shooting, they did, but you were already pretty much ready for it. You know what I mean? With duality here, I feel like there's an energy of you gave this person an honest chance, but they didn't. They did not meet you halfway. And you were unwilling. I feel like from the beginning, you were unwilling to really emotionally connect with this person, but this person was not giving up on trying. Do you understand? However, I feel like they're going to have a very difficult time trying to get you to accept anything because you're not. With the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance here, you're very, in the Hierophant, you are extremely, and the High Priestess on your side, you are extremely, extremely intuitive and being led by spirit right now. So with endings here, I feel like this is inevitable. Okay. All of this is falling on your side for a reason. You have the High Priestess and endings. Your person, however, on their side, they have the Ace of Wands and bright ideas. So again, it's like this last minute, desperate energy, not lasting. You know what I mean? It comes and it goes just as quick as it comes. You know what I mean? So I'm sure if you know, you know. Looking at your person's energy here, well, there it is. Whoop, there it is, baby. Seven of Swords. Like this person is up to no good, baby. You can't trust them. You can't trust them. You cannot trust this person. Okay? They're operating on deceit here. Their whole operation was based on this Seven Swords. Some sort of a lie, some sort of a false pretense. Along with the Seven of Swords, look, we have Judgment here. I'm telling you, wow, Aries, this is all good for you and all bad for this person. With the Seven of Swords and Judgment, it's like this person is facing their karma. Okay, the consequences. They were not, there was something that this person was keeping from you. Do you see what I'm saying? They were holding something back. They were holding something back. They were talking to other people behind your back. You found out about it just by surprise. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like this person was being open. They were trying to keep it a secret here. They were trying to do things on the low. So let's go ahead and clarify I'm just going to run through these here. Whoa. I guess the cards say, no, you're not just going to run through. Okay. Well. Interesting. Okay. We have the High Priestess, the Hermit, the Moon, the Seven of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. What else fell out? The Four of Cups and the Three of Swords all underneath the deck. With the Knight of Cups. Do you see what I'm saying with Justice here? Oh my God. And the Ace of Wands. You're done. Listen, I didn't even, y'all. I just said I'm just going to run through these real quick. And I was literally going to go one by one and go over your cards here. But Spirit says something different. So again, we're coming out with the High Priestess. First card out, I believe. Again, we have the High Priestess here. It was the first card we saw underneath the deck. First card out. And here it is again. I have to take it. And it's coming out with the Hermit, which is even more beautiful because this is all your energy. Waiting, contemplating, you connecting with Spirit, listening to your spirit guides. I feel like you were waiting for Spirit to guide you, right? And you were just holding back. You know what I'm saying? With duality, there's an energy of this person is not like me, you know? I'm realizing that. My intuition is telling me this. My spidey senses are telling me not to trust this person, right? Some sort of a secret here with the Moon. This is an illusion. And then we have the Seven of Wands and the Three of Wands here, which this is a reflection of defending yourself while also making moves, not planning to leave, but making moves. 7 and the 3 represents a 10. This is also that ending, and this is to the point where you're like, I can't take anymore. And we've already seen you there with the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. You've already abandoned the situation. I feel like emotionally you abandoned the situation. I feel like mentally you were abandoning the situation. But with these wands, baby, you are about to put it into actual motion. And that's why we are coupling this with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? Because with that Wheel of Fortune energy, this is movement. Okay? I'm telling you, blessings. Blessings. Right when you get to the point where you're done. Okay? And then next up, we have the 3 of Pentacles here. Okay? The 3 of Pentacles. And this is all about working, getting along with others. You know what I'm saying? And with Temperance here, I feel that this is an energy of you continuing to get along with this person. You're not rocking the boat, but you're in the background here. You're making moves. In the background, you've had enough, and you've said enough is enough, and you're starting to make moves. I feel like this person is going to be surprised. Do you see what I'm saying? You're not, but they are. They don't understand that this 4 of Cups is a real thing here. They don't understand. They don't get it yet, but you will. You do get it with the Hierophant energy. and the Four of Cups. I feel that once you fully disconnect or separate and pull your energy back, that's when you are going to fully awaken. And it can also be vice versa. Once you fully awaken, you are going to fully cut this person off. It's going to be an emotional cutoff game because under the deck, look at what we have here. And this comes with the Four of Pentacles. You see how that goes? Your cutoff game is strong here, but it's because you're protecting yourself from this broken heart, from this player here. Broken heart from this player energy, right? This, you know that this is only what is coming if you are to stay with this person with the Justice card and the Ace of Wands. It's almost like a karmic cycle. And I feel like you know this because you know who you're dealing with. Your intuition is telling you this from the start of this, period, point blank. Your intuition is telling you from the start. So let's now look at your person's side here. Okay, so tell me about the Six of Pentacles here. Six of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so this is telling me that this person is just one who's just going to take and take and take until you don't allow them to anymore. This is someone who takes things beyond the point of return. Do you see what I mean? Like there is no chill for this person. Okay, there's no chill. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. And look, we have the Five of Swords, okay? And this is mental agony. This is someone who is very intimidating. This is also someone who is honestly, this is somebody who's not giving up, but they're playing mind games, right? And that's exactly what I said that this person is doing. They're hunkering down and they're refusing to give up until you give in, right? And I don't feel that this is going to happen, period. Tell me about the Six of Wands here. Public energy. And we have the Four of Wands, okay? So this is also telling me that there's some other commitment. And I do feel that this person is having some other connection or something going on, okay, simultaneously to the connection they have with you, which is telling me why the Knight of Cups is present. Knight of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Again, this is about communication and a lot of it. Okay, this person is having multiple conversations with other people. They're flirting, they're talking to other people, or people are talking, right? There's either also another relationship that they're having at the same time they're in this connection with you, and people are talking about it. Either way, all this talking, I feel, is going to get back around to you, Aries. That is a lot of wands here. We have a lot of fire energy coming through. Let's see, what else do we have? Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Okay, so we have this closed door here. Seven of Swords in the Judgment card. Now this person is getting ready to face, they're getting ready to face the magic. That was the first thing I was going to say. They're facing the magic for what they've done. So what is this being sent their way? Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Look, we have the Nine of Cups, right? This is all about wish fulfillment, but this is also a card that indicates that someone is not satisfied. They want more. They have everything that they could ask for, but there's still something that's missing for them or that they're looking for. So behind the scenes, this person is never satisfied with just one person. This person is someone who is always going to always want more. But with the Judgment card, this is catching up with them, or has caught up with them. Tell me about the Judgment card. The Eight of Pentacles. So this is a card of self-preservation. Again, the Judgment card is a card of self-evaluation, one seeing oneself, being seen by others. That Eight of Pentacles is one who's always focused on them, but they're not used to others, right? They've always been so focused on being concerned about themselves. But when it comes to others, judging them, I feel like they don't like that. Under the deck, look at this. Look at it. The Devil. Okay? And underneath the Devil, the Two of Cups here. This is someone who's very toxic when it comes to being in connections or in relationships. This is this is someone who acts on their emotions, but in a very toxic way. Okay. Look, we have the Tower. Yeah, I'm just getting an energy that this person acts on their emotions without thinking. Do you know what I'm saying? And with that Six of Swords, it's giving me energy of like, toxic relationship, and there's a Tower moment. Do you know what I mean? Toxic relationship, someone's head is in the clouds, in their feelings. With the Tower, they're breaking this person's heart. And with that Six of Swords, it's just like moving on. Do you know what I mean? Moving on to the next. And we have the Knight of Swords. But this Knight of Swords is running away. So it's like they're running away. They're not running to a situation, they're running away from one. So, this is a very non-committal, to another Ten of Cups. They're running off to another relationship. So this is someone who's very in and out, on and off, in and out of connections, in and out of relationships, very non-committal, and they stay until people find out about them. You see what I'm saying? Until the Ten of Wands, they take and take and take, don't reciprocate, play mind games until the gig is up, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and look to see what is a final word of advice. Let's see. Just trying to see what deck I want to use. Sorry, it's a little dusty. I have it in a different location now. Okay, we need to clear that out. All right. Cancer or Aries. I apologize. What is the advice for Aries, please? What is the advice for Aries? Angels and guides. What's the advice for Aries? All right. What is the advice for Aries? Okay, we're going to stop with 3. Okay, under the deck, the Angel of Strength. And didn't I say to you that you were getting the strength? There's an energy of you obtaining the strength to move on, or either having the strength to move in silence. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's taking a lot in this situation, finding out and keeping your reserve. But this is also, again, you've expected this. You knew that this was coming. So I felt like you prepared yourself. It's taken a lot of strength for you. Look, door to spirit. Okay, I do feel like because of the connection that you have with spirit, with the high priestess coming out twice, I do feel like because of the communication and the connection that you have had with spirit, that has given you the strength that you've needed and for the door to be open, right? Your door, your spiritual door, your third eye, your intuition was open, giving you the message that you needed so that you can expect this to come. Some people don't make it through something like this, emotionally. Some people give in. Some people can't deal with it. You know what I mean? So that is a blessing. Let's see what else we have here. So it says you're ready in the reverse. You're ready in the reverse. So I feel in a sense this is referring to you being in a connection right now. And I feel that with Angel of Strength, this is also giving me an indication of you holding back because you're not ready right now. Your door to spirit is open and spirit wants you to walk through that door. 3 and 2. Spirit wants you to have a connection with spirit, with the creator. Do you know what I mean? That's why this door is wide open. It's for you to walk through this door. I don't feel that now is a time that you need to be focusing on being in a connection. I'm telling you. I feel that spirit has some other blessings that are meant for you and you alone. Behind all of this, it says blossoming abundance here. And again, we have the number 3. I do feel like this is something for you. I mean, between you, God, and the Holy Spirit. Okay. Let's see what else do we have here. Abundance. See, this is meant for you. You have abundance coming in twice. Okay. You have abundance coming in twice. What else do we have? So we have the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, and this is in the reverse, which is interesting. This is the heart chakra. I do feel that your heart right now should not be open. I feel like you're not ready for your heart to be opened up right now, to be in a connection, because you are right now are being guided by spirit. You're being taught by spirit. You're being emotionally secured by spirit. And you are guarding your heart. We saw that with the 4 of Pentacles, folks. We saw that with the 4 of Pentacles here. See, Hierophant and the 4 of Pentacles. I told you, the closer you are with spirit, the more you allow yourself to be awakened by the messages that spirit is giving you, the more you are going to be guarded and protected. Look at this. And the more you guard your heart and protect your heart, the more spirit is going to work with you and open up to you all the blessings that come with it. That's why you have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, Aries, this reading is on fire for you. Absolutely all the wows. I can't right now. And here's the Magician in the mirror. I told you. I said that. I did say something about the Magician. Magic. I did. Wow. This reading is magic. You're magic, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this message. I love you guys. I love you so much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Put a yellow heart in the comment section. I'll make sure I will add you to our drawing for the giveaways. As soon as we get to 100 subscribers, I promise you guys the free readings are going to be coming, the announcements. I love you, and I will see you in the next reading. I'll be back with Taurus coming up next. Bye.